Welcome back to a new Boom Beach video. Today I want to do something that I never thought I would do on this account, and that is boosting up a tribe. Now, there is only one tribe boost that I think is good inside of the game when you don't have your tribes maxed out yet, because having your tribes maxed out allows you to destroy NPC bases for 100% of the loot. But if you don't have that, resource reward is the only thing you should be spending your raw crystals on. So let's boost it up as far as we can. 40% more or 30% more resource reward. That is good. That is really good. And for someone like me that needs to get stuff upgraded, upgrades take precedence over the tribe upgrading. My landing crabs and other things are better than upgrading my tribes. So I'm going to keep upgrading it because I think it's a really good, I'm going to keep boosting it because I think it's a really good ability. I didn't realize it came out probably like 4 or 5 days ago, so I'm a little out of the times. I need to start checking my tribe boost more regularly, but that is the boost I'm willing to spend my crystals on. And pretty much everything else I'm not willing to spend my crystals on, because at this point in my Boom Beach career I can defeat pretty much every base. Obviously there are exceptions, but even if we got like a Gumbo energy boost, I'd rather save the crystals and just spend power powder boosting up my Gumbo energy rather than having the boost for 2 weeks spending loot. Because at this point in the game, for me at least, I think resources are much harder to come by than power powder. Because if you look at my power powder, I have 84, which isn't too bad. That's honestly not as much as I thought I had, so it's a little embarrassing. However, I still think I would probably take the resource reward boosts over some power powder. And yeah, the reason this is such a big deal is it should really impact how you guys are spending your crystals, what you guys are spending your loot on. It goes to show you how deeply I hold these big offensive upgrades to my heart, like landing crabs. I hold landing crabs so close to my heart. I know that if you upgrade them, they'll only give you 1 war rifleman at times, but over time you're gonna be very happy you've been upgrading your landing crabs. It's just annoying. The micro upgrading is annoying, but when you take a step back and you look at all of your upgrades and you realize, dang, all of these landing crabs are now maxed out. You know, I have level 26 landing crabs or 24 landing crabs or whatever. You'll really thank yourselves. Like, I'm at the point now where I'm trying to upgrade all of my landing crabs so I get 1 extra warrior. But if I hadn't been upgrading my landing crabs throughout my entire Boom Beach, throughout this Boom Beach career, on this low level starting over account, I'd be pretty far behind and I'd have to go through all the upgrades just to get that next little warrior payment. So definitely upgrade your landing crabs as you're going, otherwise it's going to be a pain in the butt later on. Alright, how are we going to do this? I didn't realize he had a very good mine placement, kind of countering the warrior rush I would like to do. However, you know, there's always a second approach we can take, and that is the warrior approach. I don't mind doing, but I kind of prefer the other approach more, so we'll try it out. Alright, here's how it works. Gonna drop my hero pretty early on. I don't know, why did I drop a flare there? You know, I'm gonna drop the flare back here to clear the mines first. That was such a waste putting the flare at the beginning. I'm gonna let him hit the shock mine, good. Then I'll get my warriors out. And I don't even think I'll get smoke on my hero. I mean, I think my hero will be fine. He did hit a shock launcher, which should have dropped smoke, and that's what prompted me to drop the barrage on the core and start taking down mines. So a little bit of a tweak by me. You know, dropping smoke would have stopped me from having to spend the energy on the barrage, because then my hero would have been getting there. Honestly, it probably would have been close. He probably would have been getting to the mine clump there around the same time my warriors would. So honestly, I could have lost my entire army, but it was a pretty easy base once you kind of take that alternative approach. You know, you just have to think on your feet with warriors and just react. And you really only get that from playing the game for a really long time, or just knowing how warriors move and walk. If you know how warriors move and walk, kind of reacting like I have been is pretty easy. Because then you know exactly what's going to happen. You know exactly what buildings are going to target you, how long they're going to take to target you. You know when you have to smoke. You know when you have to medkit, which is actually a pretty big thing, because if you drop 2 medkits on your warriors, but you only need 1, that's an extra like 8 or so energy that you're spending that you could have spent for maybe critters or another shock or something else. So it really matters how many medkits you drop. Make sure you're not excessively dropping medkits on your warriors. Usually I'll only drop 1 medkit on my warriors, although I guess if my warriors are like all super low, I might drop 2 medkits on my warriors just to heal them up. I actually don't know how medkits and warriors scale as you level them up. Like, what's the ratio of the amount of HP the medkits heal and the HP the warriors have as you level both of them up? I would assume that warrior HP probably goes up faster than the medkit healing power. So for that scenario, as you level up, you'll have to drop more medkits to get your warriors back to full health. But I don't have anything to back that up. I should probably look at the stats to see if that's the case. Alright, level 64 drops. Very, very nice. And we're going to get a butt ton of loot. 300,000 of each. It's pretty good. Alright, here's another player. This player does not have a lot of loot, so pretty bad. But we're still going to attack them because they do have a good amount of loot. Like, honestly, what I've come to realize over the past few days of being on this account is there are people that have pretty much no loot. I'm talking 50,000 of each loot on their base, which is probably close to the lowest they can give me right now. I don't really know if that is the lowest or not, but that's very, very close to the lowest. Anyway, so they have that amount of loot. I think they can give 0, actually. I think that's possible. I mean, they'd have to have nothing in their residences, nothing in their storages, but that's something that really doesn't happen. Usually it's around 50,000 of each, which is very, very low, and it's very annoying to attack players that have that low, because even if you have resource reward, you're still gonna get slaughtered. So, or you're still gonna barely get any loot, not get slaughtered. This player has a lot of stone, so we're gonna attack him. We're gonna take a stone. That's exactly what I need right now. Stone, iron, honestly just stone. Stone is the hardest resource for me to come by right now, mostly because it's the biggest resource in the landing crab upgrade. So, you know, I have to get stone. And it's nice seeing a player like this that has a lot of stone, that is probably not willing to give it to me, but able to give it to me. And we're gonna take it. Yeah, a little iced, but not too bad. Level 57 drops. Warriors are just so good. I'm on boosted too. I have no offensive boost going, and I'm just wiping through these players that are 5-10 levels higher than me. I believe that was it, right? That was all of the player bases on my map. Yeah, I just had NPC bases left. We'll attack a few NPC bases, but look at this. This is exactly what I want to see. I can already upgrade some of my landing crabs. Let's destroy some NPC bases first, just so I get more loot. I don't really need the loot. Actually, I do. I have 2 builders. It'd be nice to, oh gosh, put them both to work. I did not see the mines around the core. It goes to show you how little I play NPC bases, because if I played these bases a lot more, this would be pretty easy. But yeah, I might actually lose an NPC base. That's probably the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me. Yeah, I've come across harder player bases. We're gonna attack this again, and I'll show you how easy it is. I cannot believe I just lost to an NPC base. That's crazy. And this is the reason there's freaking like 8 mines around that small little area. I did not pay attention at all. Usually I'm on just automatic mode when I'm attacking NPC bases. So we're getting to the core. Honestly, lost a lot of warriors, a lot more than I would have wanted to, but I'm just gonna use Taunt. Taunt's gonna really help me just get the damage out. This is still like really sloppy. I don't know why I'm being so freaking sloppy when I'm attacking this base, but we defeated it. That's all that matters. However, pretty embarrassing. I almost failed a second time on an NPC base. Usually when I have to take these out on this account, I'll just load up all Scorchers or something and just attack the base and drop all Scorchers. I usually don't go through this whole process of warriors because it's annoying. I mean, you can drop all Scorchers, all tanks, attack it, no losses, close out the game. That's what I do. I exit out of the game and come back, and it's nice. But yeah, warriors is not the troop combination you should be using when you're attacking these NPC bases. So shock launcher is not going to be able to do anything because of my taunt. Nice, easy win. There's really easy NPC bases, and this is one of them that probably should start going off my map pretty soon. Okay, I think we have one more NPC base, which is kind of surprising. Let's take it out, and then we'll call it quits for today, and we'll do that big upgrade, and hopefully we'll have another upgrade to do. I'd love to get 2 upgrades done. Obviously, the second upgrade would be pretty small because the big upgrade is my landing craft. Another one going to level 24, then I'll only have 2 left, which is crazy how far I've come. Only 2 landing crafts left, and I honestly can't wait. It's going to be so nice having maxed out landing crafts, and that's when it really is going to make a difference, where I'm just going to have enough warriors I can defeat players that are really high in metals. And then as soon as we upgrade our HQ, I'm officially no longer low level. Bombardiers, I would call them a mid to late game troop. We're going to get bombardiers, we're going to have fun with them, but until then I'm still low level in my heart. So there we go, another landing craft upgraded. I'd love to do a troop upgrade. I have a lot of gold, that's the thing, but you know, 100 diamonds is kind of a lot right now. So instead, we got to do it. Let's spend a little on this, spend a little of my loot. We'll do a little bit of gold as well, and we are positive today. So I don't know how much the resource reward has contributed to it, 30% I guess, but yeah, maybe it helped. I hope you enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.